Hi loves, this is Aldea, and today I'm going to do my big eyeshadow palette collection, ranking and declutter. This is going to be a big one. I decided to do this like I'm ranking my whole collection, which is going to be a lot. I will try to be as fast as I can on each palette because I don't want this video to be 4 hours long. Yeah, I did not rank all the palettes that I tried in 2025 because I want to rank them alongside of my other palettes to really realize that it's not because it's newer that it's going to be better than what I already own. And I really encourage you to do the same in your own collection. So yeah, I have all of my palettes in front of me. I did not counted them at the moment. Let me just count them. Okay, so I have 120 palettes in front of me that I'm going to talk about. Yeah, I'm decluttering part of it, so at the end it's not gonna be 120. You will see that in the end. I still want to tell you there are some palettes in my collection that I'm not gonna talk about right now. I'm gonna show you which they are and why I don't talk about them. First, I have these three palettes that I won't talk about. This one is a liner palette from Glisten and Lin's Makeup. So I don't really consider this one as an eyeshadow palette, of course, so this will not be ranked. Also, I have the Submerged palette by Artitude Cosmetics. I recently, which looks like this. I recently did my review on I recently filmed my review, but as I didn't post it in 2025, and yeah, I think in 2025 I only did one look with this one. I'm not even sure. So yeah, it's not gonna be in this ranking because I only tried it this year. And also, and I'm quite sad about this one, this is the Day Signature Broken Jewels, which looks so beautiful. Like, love this one. But I only tried it once. I did not reviewed it yet, so yeah, it's not gonna be in this ranking, and it really deserved to be because it looks so beautiful. But yeah, I didn't finish my review. So all three of these I already used, but it's not gonna be there. Then I have one brand, which is Rain Cosmetics, that I don't want to talk about on my channel anymore, but I still had some palettes in my collection. They are not, like, I rarely ever use them, but yeah, I won't talk about them. And lastly, I have a basket of all of the palettes that I have, but I haven't tried yet. I'm gonna show that basket to you. So this is the basket, and yeah, I'm gonna go through it quickly so you know, if some of you know that I have bought something, just know that's the reason I'm not gonna talk about it. I have the Sampler Mood palette, the number 2, the Lethal Cosmetics Midnight Moth, I think it's what it's called, no, Midnight Serenade, the AMS Beauty El Professor Volume 1, the Molten Chromes by Bella Beauty Bar. I have used one, but it's an all shimmer palette, the Lin's Makeup and Blend Bunny palette, the Glaminatrix Tones of Turd, which is also the Grounded palette. I'm so stupid to haven't tried all of these yet. I have two self-made Beauty White palettes that I bought actually in 2024, and I haven't used them yet, and I recently discovered that the brand was closing, which is very sad, but yeah. The Rotten palette that I recently received from Maypeng and Blend Bunny. The Blends palette by Blend Bunny, which was a gift from a friend. It's the magnetic one. The Little Ghost palette by Odensai in collaboration with Angelica Nyquist. The Krypton Cosmetics Violet Crazy, I think it's called. The Hidden Piece from Titanium Foxes. I only used that one once. The Jay's Joy palette by Titanium Foxes. The Blood Moon by Electrum Cosmetics. And finally, the Haunted Europe palette by Nomad Cosmetics. If you want to see me use one of these palettes first, just let me know in the comments. I will be very happy to try the one that interests you the most first. Okay, so I'm going to start here. I'm starting with the palettes that I decided to declutter. I'm not gonna give them in any particular order. I'm just going through them and explaining why I'm getting rid of them. The first one being the Pat McGrath Celestial Nirvana eyeshadow palette in the shade Nude Allure. It looks like this. It's very neutral. When I saw it at first, I wanted it so bad, and I think I got it on Vinted. But yeah, I rarely ever use it. I think it looks very bland when I use it, but I'm pretty sure some people around me will be very happy to get it. It's just not the vibe I go for. Then I have my beloved Modern Renaissance palette from ABH. This one I'm not really decluttering, it's just going to go. I have a box of like makeup memories. This one is definitely going to go there because this was such a favorite when I got it. I also have the original Norvina palette by ABH that I bought quite after, but the shimmers are really beautiful, but I rarely ever use it. I love the look that I have every time I use it, but yeah, I never think about this one, so I think it's her time to go. Then I have this Little Revolution and Nikki Lily, no, it's not a quad, 9-pan palette. It's called... what is it called? I'm sure it has a name, I just can't find it. It looks like this. I actually thought it was really cute and I took it with me several times when I traveled, but otherwise, if I'm not traveling, I'm never using this. And now I have other things that I would take with me rather than this one, even though I really thought it was good quality for the price, but I'm sure other people around me would like it more than I actually do right now. Then I have the Odensai Hey Reindeer palette. I think this is like, it's not my vibe. It's the good Odensai quality and it looks so cute and beautiful. But yeah, I rarely ever use it, and I think that the shadows are a little bit meh, you know. I think it, like, I miss something when I use this one, so yeah, it has to go. Then I have the Nomad Fête de Provence palette. I don't know why I say that with an accent, it's French. So the Nomad Fête de Provence. I already did declutter it before, but I took it out of my like makeup memory box when it came back. It's beautiful. I loved it so much when I had it, and when it came back I did a look with it that I really love, with all of these yellows and grays. Loved that look, but since then I never used it again, so yeah, it's just going back into the makeup memory box. I just think that there is something missing with the shimmers. They are beautiful, but they are a little bit too satiny for me, and I'm rarely ever using the pinks. Then I decided to part ways with the original Nearly Natural palette from Glaminatrix, which looks so beautiful. Like, this is a perfect neutral palette to me. This is so very beautiful. It's everything that I love in a neutral palette. I love the undertones, I love the matte, I love the shimmers, but they don't stay that well on my lids. So yeah, I think it's just her time to go, and I rarely ever do really neutral looks. So yeah, still I think it's going to stay in my memory box because this was such a big moment. Then I have one that I'm pretty sad to get rid of, but yeah, I have to admit that it has to go. This is the Moonlit March palette by MBA Cosmetics in collaboration with Basket Case Beauty. When I saw it, I thought it looked so beautiful, but it was a little bit before I really knew what I liked in my makeup, and yeah, these tones really don't suit me at all. Every time that I did a makeup with this one, I was like, I really thought that it didn't suit me. So yeah, now I rarely ever use it, and the shimmers don't last that well on me either. So yeah, it's it's her time to go. Then I have the Simpler Beauty Equalizer palette, volume 2. Yeah, volume 2, which looks like this. I love the gradient here. I really enjoyed it for the time that I had it. I really enjoy the mattes. The shimmers are quite beautiful, but I rarely ever use it. It doesn't go as dark as I would like to, and it's not as versatile. Like, it's versatile, it's okay, but like, seeing the collection that I own, this is not my favorite, and I really try to only keep palettes that I really adore. And even though I like that one, it's not a favorite. So yeah, I still really enjoyed it for the time that I had it. And the last one that I'm like really decluttering, I will explain that in a bit, is the Be Perfect Carnival 4, the Antidote, which is huge and looks like this. Love the color story. Oh, I don't, how will yeah. Okay. You love this color story. I really used it a lot and always ended up loving the looks that I had. But the last time that I used it recently, like, the shimmers, still same thing as many others, the shimmers are missing something for me, because now I only use indie eyeshadows, and these are so special. These ones are not as special. So yeah, and as it is very, very big, I have to store it elsewhere, so I never think about using it. And yeah, I really enjoyed that one. If you are into these colors, I really encourage you to try this one. But for what I have now, I prefer the formula of the ones that I have in the shimmers and in the mattes. The last time that I tried, that I did a look with that one, which was on my Instagram, I thought that the mattes were not that easy to work with as the one that I own right now. So yeah, it's a goodbye. So here I'm saying goodbye to 10 palettes, not a lot, but yeah. I love my collection, and I don't really buy things just to buy them, so I'm happy it's not too much, but I feel good to get rid of those. But I still have to talk about 6 others that I'm decluttering, but not really decluttering. Actually, the 6 palettes that I'm going to talk about now, I'm gonna depot them and use them as singles. The first one that I own, well, that I'm gonna talk about, is this little Colourpop. It's No Limit color palette. Oh, I'm missing one already. I know, this is the shade Labyrinth. It was in my Project 10 uses. This, yeah, it's that one. I actually own that one twice, but whatever. So yeah, I'm going to take it out of this palette. I used that palette so much before, when I had almost no makeup. I loved it. But yeah, I'm never using it now. Then I have the Lunar Beauty 12 Days of Lunar. I love this color story, really, I really do. I love the mattes, big hit for me in the color story, but the shimmers don't last that well. So yeah, I'm gonna take out the mattes. Some of the shimmers are really beautiful, but I'm still missing something, so I will see if I keep the shimmer or if I just keep the mattes. Then I have the Lethal Cosmetics Wildflower palette, which looks like this. I really enjoyed those palettes from Lethal, like the one with like square pens that are removable. And the shimmers really last very well on me. But this color story, I realized it's not really for me. And I still really enjoy all of the shades when I take them like one by one. So I think it would be better if I depot everything and they are just used as singles. Because I never use that palette. Then I have 2 all shimmer palettes from Sugar Drizzle. The first one being the Sugar Dreams, sorry, the Sugar Dreams palette. Love all of these. Every time that I use them, which is not that often, but I really, really, really love them. They are very beautiful. They last quite well on my lids. But I rarely ever think about using an all shimmer palette, so I'm pretty sure I will use it more if it's depotted. So yeah, I hope I managed to do it without breaking it. And the second one that I have is the MILF palette, which stands for Men I Love Frogs, which is very funny. And this is what it looks like. Same thing, I really enjoy them, but I never think about using it. So yeah, I'm gonna depot both of these. And the sixth one and then the sixth one, this is a tongue twister, is surprising maybe to some of you. This is the Strange and Unusual palette from Bella Beauty Bar, and this is what it looks like. I think it looks very special, very strange and unusual. I think the name is perfect for it. But considering the way that it's done and there is not a lot of mattes, I think it's really hard to do a look with that one. But the shimmers are so special. So I really think that I would use that one more if it was with like my collection of singles. And I bought it, and like a month after it was released with removable pens, which I'm quite pissed about, but it's okay. I'm still going to try to depot that one because I don't want to lose all of these beautiful eyeshadows. Okay, so now that I have decluttered some palettes and really decluttered some others, so the 16 that are out, I have here 94 palettes. So yeah, I'm just going into it because yeah, otherwise it's gonna be so long. Let me just say that this ranking is based off my color story preferences, the way that I like the formula and the way that it lasts on my lid. So yeah, maybe I really enjoy the color story, but it doesn't last very well on my lid. Maybe I think the color story is okay, but the shimmers are so special and last very well. So I'm gonna explain everything as quickly as I can, but please don't get offended if your favorite palette is in the bottom for me. If you love it, I love that for you, I really do. But we can just have different tastes. And I know that my top palettes will maybe not be everyone's cup of tea, so it's okay, and I love that everyone has different tastes in makeup. So yeah, we're just starting here. The first one that I'm gonna talk about is this little Pat McGrath mini eyeshadow palette in Midnight Voyage, and it looks like this. It's very boring but I still decided to keep it because it's useful when I just want to pack the tiniest thing, and you can do still a very neutral look or a more like dark look. So yeah, I'm still keeping this. I think it's really cute. So this was number 94. I will try to not get lost in the numbers, but I can't promise anything. Then in the 93rd place, this is the other palette from the Nikki Lily and Revolution collection. It's a pastel palette. I rarely ever use pastels, but I think that those are quite nice. You have some mattes and you have some satins. Well, yeah, I'm gonna call them satins. They are not really that metallic. I think it's a really cute companion palette. I don't use it often because I don't wear pastels often, but I think it's still cute. So yeah, I still decided to keep it. Then I have a Revolution Pro palette. It's the Love Yourself palette in the shade Soft Pink, which is still very boring. But when I have to do, like when I have an event, when I don't I'm not able to do the makeup that I love to do. This is one that I can trust. I think it's really easy to use. The shimmers are beautiful but very satiny, but yeah, I enjoy it. I don't want to get rid of it. And also I think that for the price it's a really good one. Then I have a palette that I tried this year. I know it's really low. Maybe I'm being harsh on this one, but I was disappointed. So yeah, and that's my ranking. So yeah, this is the Lethal Cosmetics Serpentine palette. I wanted to love this so much more than I do, and because this is beautiful. This is the color story, beautiful color story. I was immediately drawn to it, and I was so excited to try Lethal Cosmetics again after I have several palettes like the Wildflower palettes, and I really loved the formula of the shimmers and the mattes. The shimmers really last very well on me, and I really wanted this one to be the same good quality, and unfortunately it was not. I thought that the mattes were okay, but not that special. I preferred the old formula. This should have been way more pigmented than it is, and the shimmers, all of these, I was like, they were okay, they looked beautiful, but I wasn't like the biggest fan. The more multi-chromy one, they were really hard to pick up, and after I did my review I did the swatches, and it was so hard to get any of these shimmers on my fingers. Like, they hard banned all of them, and I'm not even sure that I'm able to use it again. So I was so very disappointed, which is why it's landing so low in my ranking. Then the 89th place is going to this Colourpop and Star Wars palette. This is, no, and Star Wars The Mandalorian palette. This is the Child. It's cute. I bought it when I started loving wearing greens. This is a solid color story. I don't use it that much, but same thing. This is the one that I would travel with sometimes, and I enjoyed the look that I have with it. So yeah, I'm keeping it. Then I have this little Natasha Denona palette. This is the mini Zendo. I think it's cute. The quality is beautiful. This is a satin. This is a satiny but a little bit more shimmery than this one, and this is a shimmer. This is not the best color story for me, but I still really enjoy it, and this was a gift from my mom, so yeah, I'm never getting rid of this one. Then we have a palette that, like, I have a love and hate relationship with. This is the Davini Ascension palette. When it was released on Monolith, I fell in love with that color story. I think it looks very beautiful, and this looks so versatile. And I think that the mattes are very pigmented, so they are not the easiest to work with. I still can manage it, but I was surprised of how pigmented they were, even though they were still blendable. But my tiny problems with them, with this palette, is the shimmers. Some of them are fine and beautiful. Some of them are really chunky, like this one. I'm pretty sure you can tell. Like, you can see the big chunks of it, and this one is quite the same, this one as well. Like, if I do this, like, it looks so reflective, but even though it looks very reflective, I think that it's like, it's not as fine as I love them, and they crease quite easily on me. This is a type of glitter. I will never use that. So yeah, something is missing for me in the shimmers, and sometimes I do a look and I adore it, and sometimes I do one and I hate it and I have to do it again. So a love-hate relationship. Then in 87th place is the Bella Beauty Bar Vamp palette, which I also tried this year. I really enjoy this color story. I think it's very special. I love the mattes. I enjoy some shimmers, but they really creased quite fast on me. I think that The only one that did not crease that fast was that one, which is a very beautiful shimmer, that silver that goes a little bit into a blue, but the others are too emollient for me, which is a reason why I'm really hesitant to buy from Bella Beauty Bar, even though I adore their mattes, I adore most of their color stories, but I'm so afraid that the shimmers are going to be so emollient that they crease so badly on me. So yeah, this is unfortunately where it lands. Then I have the Unearthly Fairy Frolic palette. This is the older one with a big pens, and I was really hesitant to get rid of that one, but I decided not to, because like when I see this color story, I think it's so fairy-like, but every time that I do a look, I'm missing something. But because of the size of the pens, I cannot like depot them and use them in BYOPs because they are too big, and I don't want to destroy them to put them in smaller pens. Maybe one day I'm gonna declutter that one, but I think she deserves another chance. Then I have the Blend Bunny Longing palette, and this was the second palette that I tried from the brand. Maybe it was the first, I don't remember. And this is a beautiful color story. It's just a little bit too cool tone for me. So when I used that, I thought that it really washes me off. So yeah, this is a reason that I don't use it as much. I would have preferred to have waited and buy this when it came out as magnetic pens, because I'm pretty sure that I would have used that one more. But yeah, I don't want to get rid of it. I was quite hesitant at one moment, but I still think it's very special, and yeah, maybe I will find a way to use it more, even though it's really cool toned. In 84th place, this is my little mini gold palette from Natasha Denona. I prefer this one versus the Zendo one. I prefer this formula. This gold is more intense. You will pretty much always have the same look with that one. It's going to be gold or a little green, but still, I really enjoy it. I rarely ever use it, to be honest, but every time that I do, I enjoy the look that I have. Then we have this little Tarte Modern Mosaic eyeshadow palette. It looks like this. This is the palette that I travel with the most because I love doing my makeup, but when I go with my family and I want to like participate in things, I don't want to spend like an hour doing my makeup. So this is a very easy one to have. It works beautifully, it's easy, it's not too much, it goes with everything. And it's a very sturdy packaging, so yeah, I really enjoy that one. In 82nd place, we have the Oden's Eye Snow Dream palette, which is the other palette that came out with the what was it called? The Hey Reindeer palette. This is the color story, very Christmassy. It's a little bit too light for my liking, but I still really enjoy it, and I always ended up loving the looks that I did with it, even though it's still very Christmassy. And yeah, the quality is not like it's beautiful. I still miss a big like a bang, but when I want to do something softer, this is one that I really enjoyed. In 81st place, this is the Heather Austin palette from Adept. This one I've wanted so bad when I discovered it, but when I discovered it, it was already discontinued. And when they announced that it was coming back, I was so happy, and I decided to purchase it. I love the color story, like I love the formats, love them, but the shimmers are so creasy on me. So yeah, I was so bummed. I never used it again. And lately, when I was going through my collection, there were some palettes that I had to use again to make sure in which position they were gonna be. This one I used, and the shimmer are not as emollient as they used to be. I guess they dried a little bit, so they did not crease that much, but they weren't as impactful either. So yeah, now I can use it, but it's not that special now, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's an in-between. I still really enjoy looking at it, and yeah, I will probably use it again. I just think that the shimmers are a little bit too neutral for me. I don't need all of these neutrals, but I still enjoy it. But yeah, now that I tried this one, I also tried the ninhydrid. Was that its name? You know what I'm talking about. With the experience that I have from these shimmers, I never bought from Adept again. Maybe their formula changed, I don't know. Then we have the Wicked Widow Tales of Terror A Haunting palette. I love that name, which looks like this. This looks so incredible. I love that color story. Like, I love this so much. I enjoy the shimmers. No, I enjoy the mattes, sorry. But the shimmers, even though they are really beautiful at application, I love this, but they creased quite fast on me. This is the only reason it's here, because if these did not crease, it would be way higher, because this color story is just so delicious. I love that so much, but like when I know that some shimmers are going to crease on me in like 4 hours or even less sometimes, I rarely ever use it, because I want my makeup to last all day, and I'm wearing my makeup to work, and when I do, I wear my makeup for like 12 hours at least, so I want it to last, and unfortunately that one wasn't the best for that. Then in 79th place, this is the Gourmand Girl Call of the Sirens palette. I'm going to say pretty much the same thing as with the Wicked Widow palette. This color story is so delicious. I fell in love with it immediately when I saw it. It's so beautiful, but the shimmers don't last very well on me. Some of the mattes I remember were not the easiest to work with. I have a review on my channel, you can check it out if you want. But yeah, this is very beautiful, and the last time that I used it, I filmed a video after, and I loved my look, but it creased pretty fast. So yeah, if I want to do a look and just take a picture, it's going to be beautiful, but it's not why I use my makeup. I use it because I want to wear it all day, and unfortunately that one did crease, but still a very beautiful palette. Then I have my Pat McGrath. This is the Utopian Dream. I think it's the 9th one. Yeah, the 9th one. So it looks like this. This was my first Pat McGrath palette. I think it's okay. I enjoy the quality. The mattes are very blendable and beautiful. The shimmers are beautiful as well. You have different formulas, so these are satiny but not like still very beautiful. All of these are baked. No, these three are baked. These are more multichromy. They don't last the best on me. For the baked ones, I really need to have the right eye primer for them to stick, but still beautiful. I don't wear a lot of pinks, but I still end up loving the makeup that I have when I wear this. Not the longest lasting on me either, so that's why it's ending here, and not the most versatile either. Then I have my other Pat McGrath palette. Well, I only have these two big ones, the motherships. This is the number 10 Moonlit Seduction. It looks like this. Really enjoy that color story. I know that this one, it does not have any baked shade, so I remember that some people were really not happy about that, but I really enjoy these, and the shimmer are still very beautiful, and yeah, it's not the most special, but it's still very special. In 76th place, we have the Dots Cosmetics C'est la Vie palette. It looks like this. I think this is a very original color story. It's very, yeah, unusual, and I really enjoy the quality of this. This is a little bit like Lethal Cosmetics, like the older formulas that I really enjoy. I think the formula is very similar to the old Lethal Cosmetics formula. So I really enjoyed the mattes. The shimmers are not the most special, but they last very well on me. And still, it's like not the most special, but still beautiful. I'm not gonna swatch a lot, but yeah, you can tell it's still beautiful. It doesn't look that special in the pen, but it still is very beautiful. And as the Lethal Cosmetics palettes are, this you see the little holes, these are magnetics, so I use it a lot when I do BYOPs, and yeah, I think it's a special color story. Also, the Dots Cosmetics is, I think, a Poland indie brand. So yeah, I was really happy to try another European brand, and I wanted to try more things from them, but the other eyeshadow that came out were very neutral, so I don't have them, but I think that something new is going to come out soon. Then we have the ABH Cosmos palette. I think it was so special when it came out. I I used to think that the ABH mattes were my favorite ever, because before I discovered indie brands. I still really enjoy the mattes here. I enjoy the shimmers. Some of them are more special than others, but they last quite very well on me. And I'm not gonna end up with the most special look here, but it's always very beautiful, and it's still more out there for ABH. So yeah, I'm really loving this one. Then we have the Shall We Makeup Mist Witch palette. Always love so much like the packaging from Shall We Makeup. The details are always so cute and beautiful and spooky. This is what it looks like. This is like, I really thought that it was going to end up being higher in my ranking, but I just love everything else more. I still really enjoy this color story. I always end up loving the look that I have. But the last time that I used it, I thought that the shimmers dried up a little bit, not like badly, but yeah, I remember loving this formula more before. Like now, you see, it's drier, but it still looks very beautiful. And I remember this lasting very well on my lid as well. So yeah, really loving this one. Then I have the Kaleidos Futurism 6 Lunar Lavender. Beautiful packaging. Not my favorite. It's going to come later. And it looks... oh, you know, it opens like this. And this is the purplish one. Beautiful color story, very easy to use, beautiful shimmers. They don't last the best on me, but yeah, I still really enjoy this little palette and color story. Then I have the Unearthly Cosmetics Leather and Lace, which looks like this. Beautiful color story. This is the type of shades that I adore, but for it being so well arranged, it's not the most appealing to me, because I really prefer when the color stories are like in no particular order. Like, this is too well arranged for me, and I'm not getting as creative with this because of that. But beautiful formula, very easy. It's a beautiful staple. I will probably try to rearrange it because the shades are magnetic. But yeah, I'm not getting rid of that one. And then in 71st place, this is the Simply Posh Aurora Lights palette. I'm pretty sure I tried it this year. Yeah, I think I did. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful color story, and I really enjoyed the mattes. I enjoyed the shimmers. They are special, but they are not like too much. They are not too emollient, so they last okay on me. Not the best, but not the worst. But yeah, this color story is like they really nailed to me the inspiration, and it's just like on the cooler tone side, so same thing, not the best looking on me, but yeah, I still really enjoy that one from Simply Bosch. Then in 80th place, 80th? Yeah, I think it's 80th place, we have the Muse palette from Cosmic Beauty. This one, I really thought I would love that one more, but I don't know why I don't. I still think it's a beautiful palette. Can do so much with it. The shimmers are not the best lasting one on me, which is also why it's down here. But yeah, I really want to give this one more love in the upcoming year. Then we have the Odensai Solmone 2 palette, which looks like this. I really loved that color story so much when I bought it, and I still do. These mattes are not the like the most blendable ones. I still really enjoy it, but I tend to prefer some other brands now that I discovered so many. But I still really think this one is very versatile when I want to do a colorful look. And yeah, not the best shimmers as well from Odensai. I think that Odensai has a beautiful formula when you try it, but they tend to dry a little bit and not be as good as they were when time goes by. But I still think that this one is a beautiful palette. In 77th place, we have the Nomad New Zealand Stargazing palette. Very beautiful. Yeah, this one is so beautiful. We have beautiful multichromes from Nomad. These are not the longest lasting on me either, which is why it's more down in my ranking. And I think that with the mattes, it's not the easiest to do a look with, because with the darker tones, you only have these three, so you always have to lean more blue. And I think that there is a difference that is too big between all of these. I would have loved a darker pink tone or something like that, but it's still a very beautiful one. Then we have the other Futurism palette from Kaleidos that I own. This is in Astro Pink. This is the number 3. This packaging is my favorite one, and it looks like this. I think that this one is more versatile because you can, yeah, you can, what the fuck? Okay. You can stay very neutral by playing only with these, but you can also go with the blue, you can go with the more burgundy one here, you can even do something with the black. So yeah, this one is very versatile for its size, and I really enjoy the quality of it. Then we have another palette that I tried this year. This is the Glamlight and Lord of the Rings Middle Earth palette. I'm the biggest fan of Lord of the Rings, so this was the first time that I tried Glamlight. I have my review on my channel, I can link it up here. And yeah, beautiful packaging, same as with the whole collection, and it looks like this. I think it's more versatile than I thought it was when I looked at it. I enjoy the formula. I don't think that the shimmers are the most special, but some of them lasted very well. Some of them were like, it was debatable, but overall I think it's a beautiful palette, a beautiful collection, and only because it's the Lord of the Rings, I will never get rid of that one. In 74th place, we have the Blend Money and Robert Welch Divination palette. Beautiful packaging with this beautiful, like, what is that? Like it's a crystal ball or something. And it looks like this. Beautiful gradient, all of the colors that I love. But same thing as with the, which one was it? The Leather and Lace from Unearthly, because it's so well arranged, it doesn't like tickle my creativity. And even though I enjoy everything, color story wise, I mean, the shimmers are not the best lasting on me. They are okay, but some of them are not that great, but it's still very versatile. I can do so much with it. So yeah, I still really love it, and I love all the tones in this. Then we have the Electrum Cosmetics Midnight Moth palette, and that one, first of all, beautiful packaging. When that one was released, I saw it and I was so blown away with the way that it looked. It looks like this. This really looks like my perfect color story. I love everything about this color story. This is so beautiful. And this was the second time that I tried Electrum Cosmetics. The other one that I own is going to be higher in the ranking. And I really enjoyed their shimmer so much that I really wanted to try more. And here, the reason that it's still so low for a color story that I adore is the mattes are not the easiest to work with. Some of them are, I can't say they are bad, but they are really not the easiest to work with. And the shimmers, even though I really enjoy their smoother formula, which are these, yeah, these three are the smoother formula, beautiful, so impactful, and they surprisingly last very well on me. These three are more chunky, and this is not what I prefer. Okay, yeah, one chunk of shimmer just fell. I hope you will be able to see the difference. This one is very smooth, and that one you can see big chunks. So if that's not a problem for you, you can really love this. But I know that it's not my preference, so this is why it ends up being here. And the chunkier shimmers don't last the best on me either. Then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau palette. Beautiful packaging, I really enjoy that. It looks like this. It's not that special, but every time I wear this, I still enjoy the look that I have. I would prefer for it to go a little bit deeper, but if I play with that one, it's still okay. So I think it's a very easy one. This purple is not pigmented enough, I think, but overall it's a good palette. And then in 71st place, we have the Serenity palette by Cosmic Beauty, which is such a special color story. It was the one that made the brand blow up, and I really understand why. It's very special. You can do very much with it. The reason why it's here is the fact that the shimmers don't last very well on me. I'm sorry, I'm saying that a lot in this video, but that's actually the reason, and I really realized that there are not that many brands that last beautifully on me, so yeah, I have to talk about it. But I really enjoy the formula. Not the best matte formula, but it's still very beautiful, and yeah, very versatile, very beautiful. Then the 70th palette in my collection is the Lethal Cosmetics. It's the Night Flower. It looks like this. This is the first palette from Lethal that I ever bought, and I really fell in love with it. Now that I look at it, it looks a little bit one-toned. It's a lot of purple, and you don't have a lot of like contrast in it, but this is still very dear to my heart, and yeah, I don't think I will ever get rid of that one, and I love the formula. The mattes are beautiful, the shimmers are beautiful, not like so impactful, but they last very beautifully on me, so yeah, love that one. Then the 69th place goes to the Unearthly Dead of Night palette. And to be honest, we are really starting to go into palettes that I really love. This is very special. Not the not the easiest one to work with when I got it, but now that I'm more used to playing with colors, this one is very nice. You have different types of shimmer formulas. The mattes are easy to work with, and yeah, a very special palette. Then we have the Odensai Merry Christmas palette, one of the most beautiful packaging in my collection. It looks like this, and I really enjoy this color story. Some of them are not the best quality, like this red and this purple to blue, light blue shimmer are not the best, but it's still okay. It's not a color story that I go for. This is... Okay, that's better. This is still a very beautiful color story. I enjoy how dark it can go, and the shimmers are beautiful. It's a older palette, so the quality has changed, as I said earlier with Odin's Eye, but still very, very beautiful. The next palette, this should be way higher than it is. I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm so sorry that this palette is so low, but yeah, let me just rip the bandage. This is the Witch City Salem from Nomad Cosmetics. Beautiful packaging, beautiful color story. Like, this color story is the most beautiful Halloween color story I have ever seen. Like, this is the most Halloween than a Halloween palette can get. Like, I don't think you can be more Halloween. I love that one so much. The beautiful color story, the matte to shimmer ratio is... I love this. The problem that I have with it is the lasting power of the shimmers, and I'm so bummed about it, because this is such a perfect color story for me. It could have been my favorite palette of my whole collection if it was not for the staying power. And this is a satin. It's still beautiful, but it's not that special. And I think there is another one. Yeah, this is also a more satiny one. This is definitely a satin, but because of the color of them, they are still very impactful. This, I'm very okay for it being a satin, because it's still a bright orange, so even though it's a satin, it's still impactful. This one seems a little like dull. But yeah, I'm really disappointed of it being that low. I will maybe try to do it, like redo this color story with the BYOP and other shimmers, but it was still so beautiful and I loved using it. But yeah, the shimmer were like a little bit lackluster for me. Then we have the ABH Norvina collection. This is volume 5. This is a big love of mine. This is a very big purple palette. I love this one so much, and yeah, it's an easy go-to for me. The mattes are very easy to work with. The shimmers are beautiful. They are not like the most impactful, but some of them, when I put them on, I think it's very delicate and beautiful. Some of them are more impactful, and yeah, overall I really love that one. And I have to say that as old as it is, I don't think that the quality has changed at all, which is a very big point for it. I hope that my battery is going to survive this video. Then we have the Sinful Echoes Lotus Bloom palette, which was the first time that I ever tried Sinful Echoes, and that started a love story for me. This is very beautiful. This is not the color story that suits me the most because it's very cool tone, of course, so this is why it's a little bit more down, but I still really enjoy the quality. It's not the easiest matte formula, but yeah, I think it's still okay, and it was like their second palette from the brand, so they still had room to improve. And the shimmers are very beautiful. They last very well on me. And yeah, same thing, you can see my review on it, and yeah, I really enjoy the packaging as well, and this is a brand that I really want to still focus on in the next years. Then we have, I think, the last little palette in this ranking, which is the Evergreen. It looks like this. I think it's very special and colorful, but you can still stay more muted. It's very versatile in my opinion. Love the quality of the mattes, love the quality of the shimmers. It's an old one, but a very loved one. And I have to say that the way that I love the little cosmetics, that the older ones that I own, is the reason that I was so disappointed in the Separatin one. Yeah, I'm sorry. In the 53rd place, we have the big Jade and Beauty Bay palette, which looks like this. This is huge, but I think this is so beautiful and versatile. I think it's beautifully done with a more warm tone up here and cool tone down here. You can do like quads or 9 pans and it always makes sense. I think it's a very beautiful palette, and when I have room in my baggage, I would travel with this one. I did a couple times, and I will always get a look that is very different. Of course, it's a huge palette. Yeah, I really enjoy that one. Then in 52nd place is a, yeah, I think, yeah, now I will say that several times, but we are really getting into palettes. I love them more and more. Of course, that's a ranking, whatever. This is the Blend Bunny Olden Up palette. And to me, this is the most beautiful staple, like when I don't know what to do, when I just need neutrals, but not boring neutrals. This is the palette that I would go to. I really enjoy the mattes. I really enjoy the tones of it. I love how dark it gets. The shimmers are beautiful as well. They are very sparkly. I think these are some of the most beautiful shimmers that Blend Bunny did. And even though they are not multi-chromes, I don't think any of them are multi-chrome. Beautiful palette and a very good staple, very good size as well. And then the 51st palette is the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Rich Romantic palette. It looks like this. This looks very beautiful. The shimmers are all so beautiful as well. I can do, like, I think Rich Romantic is a beautiful name for it. The formula is beautiful. Like Glaminatrix has a very good formula. You can stay very neutral-ish, even more grungy. In this area, you can stay with the purples, with the more pinky tones, with the peaches. I really love this. The one thing that I have to say, and I know that Angelica Nyquist said it in her review, is that almost all of these shimmers shift to a green. And even though I love a green shifty eyeshadow, you don't have green mattes. So sometimes when I put it on, it's not the way that, it doesn't shift the way that I want it to, but still beautiful nonetheless. Then in 49th place, we have the Trick or Treat palette from Odense in collaboration with Angelica Nyquist. This is a very special color story. I love this. You can stay very neutral, but not boring neutral, like with this burgundy, oh, like, what is it? I don't even know how to describe these shades. Beautiful. You can go very bright with the oranges, very bright with the green. Very smart color story, as always with Angelica, and yeah, love that one. Then we have the Nomad land. Oh, I'm sorry, it's written in Icelandic. I'm sorry, I don't know what language is spoken in Iceland. This is the Iceland Fire and Ice palette, which was one of the first palette that I ever bought, and it still ends up being, I think, my highest ranked palette from Nomad. This color story is very special. The shimmers are beautiful. They still are a little bit more satiny, but because of the color of them, I think they still look very special. And I think all three of them are a little bit duochrome, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm mistaken. But yeah, I think that the color story is so good that it's okay for them to be satin. Sometimes you don't need the highest shifting multichrome. This is a very beautiful palette and it lasts very well on me because these are more satiny. Then we have a palette that for quite some time I considered my favorite palette in my collection, but now it's like the 58th palette, is it? This is the Gourmand Girls Nightshade palette. It looks like this. I love that color story so much. Every time that I wear it, I feel so beautiful, and it's moody, and I love that. The only problem that I have, you can maybe guess, is the fact that it lasts not the best on me. But it depends. Some of them are more satiny, so it's okay, but some others really do crease very fast. But yeah, this color story, like, I can't. And the packaging, I really love this. This is in collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny, I didn't say. I love how sleek it is and easy, and love this. Then we have the Wicked Widow Beauty Graveyard Smash, which was the first palette that I ever got from the brand. It looks like this. I really enjoyed traveling with that one. The pens are magnetic, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I'm pretty sure they are. Really enjoyed the mattes. I think it's a very fun and unusual color story, but it really works. The shimmers are not the most special, but when they are not that special, they last pretty well on me. I think that this one doesn't last the best, but it's still okay. And yeah, I always end up loving the look that I do with that one. In 46th place, we have the Pigments of the Arcane and Sinful Echoes palette. Beautiful packaging. I did not expect less from these two. This is the color story. Such a beautiful color story. I love this. I enjoy the quality. Still not the best, but I still, like, for a smaller indie brand, I think it's still a beautiful quality. Love the shimmers. I don't love that one, which is a shame because it's beautiful, but it doesn't last well on my lids. But yeah, this color story is so beautiful. Every time that I wear it, I feel like a witch. I love this. Then we have the Ace Beauty Aura palette, which is the only Ace Beauty palette that I own in my collection at the moment. Like, the only one that's left. This is what it looks like. This is so grungy and moody. I love that color story so much. The shimmers are not the most special, but they are still okay and they last pretty well on my lids. And every time that I do a look with that one, I love it so much. Then we have the first Bella Beauty bar palette that I ever bought, which is the Sun and the Sea. I'm not the biggest fan of the packaging, but it's okay. This is what it looks like. And I think, yeah, I still think that it's very beautiful, very easy to use, very easy to incorporate these colors. Like, it's a very good palette when you want to start wearing more colors. Like, you have the neutralish tones here for like your crease or for your look overall, and these pops of color that I think are easier to incorporate when you have these neutrals. So yeah, when I first got it, I loved it so much. I still really do love it. And these shimmers are so special and they last beautifully on me. Like, they don't move. And I was so happy when I discovered this brand. It really made me want to buy more from them. And by the time that I tried more eyeshadows from them, they started to get more and more emollient, and now they don't last the best. But so I'm going to keep that one and cherish it. In the 53rd position, we have the Medusa palette by Beauty Moon Cosmetics. This is the only palette that I own from the brand. Love this color story. It's very dark. It's very, like, Medusa is a perfect name for it. I think this is very versatile, even though I would have changed some of these greens. I think some of them are too similar, but yeah, very beautiful. I enjoy the shimmers. These are not my favorite, but they are still okay, and yeah, beautiful color story. And also very good for the price. Beauty Moon Cosmetics is a quite affordable UK brand. Yeah, I think it's from UK. Then we have our first Fantasy Cosmetica palette. This is the Rogue palette. This looks so beautiful. I love that one so much. It's, to me, very versatile for a 9 pan. You can go green, blue or purple. You can mix and match. The shimmers are very beautiful. I don't think that anyone does 9 pans as beautifully as Fantasy Cosmetica. I'm pretty sure I was wrong when I said the numbers, because this is the 41st one. This is the Haunted palette by Gourmand Girls. Same thing, when I got it, I thought that it was my favorite in my collection. This is so beautiful. I love all the tones. I love the contrast. You can do so much with it. And same problem, you guessed it, is the lasting power of the shimmers, which I'm quite bummed about, but it's a beautiful palette nonetheless. I really adore that one. Then we have the 40th palette in my collection, which is the Flower Story from Oden's Eye. And I considered that one to be my favorite palette in my collection. When I got it, I really enjoyed those tones. My preferred colors are green and purple together, chef's kiss. I love that one, very easy to use. And I used it quite recently several times to like really decide its place in my collection. And the shimmers are not that beautiful now, and they don't last as well as they used to. So yeah, same thing with Oden's Eye. I don't think that they are the best lasting one over time, so that's why it's down here now. Then in 39th palette is the Don't Be Jelly palette by Unearthly. This is a very special palette. It's very like strange and unusual, as I said with the Benefituba one. This is not an easy color story to work with, but when I did use it and I tried things, like it really made me go outside of my comfort zone. The shimmers are so beautiful. Like this one, the luminescence one, is one of the most beautiful shimmers in my collection. I really enjoyed this quad over here. You can still do something more neutral with these, and yeah, I still think it's very beautiful, even though it's not really easy to work with, and it's the beautiful Unearthly formula, so of course I love it. Then we have the Oden's Eye Jewels and Gem palette. Jewels and Gems? No, Jewels and Gem. This, I think, was a gift from my sister. I'm not sure now because it was quite a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure. I loved that one so much. I think this is a beautiful, like neutral with a twist color story. Now that I look at it, I still think it's very neutral, but it's not really neutral. You know what I mean? Beautiful. You can do very beautiful looks with it. This shimmer is the most special in the palette, or is it that one? I don't remember. And I love that we have a red leaning inner corner. It's beautiful. I'm going to say the same thing with the Oden's Eye formula, getting like drier and drier with time, but I still really enjoy that one. I think, I'm gonna say that again, I think we are at a point where I really consider these palettes to be like favorite. Like if I lose them, I think I'm gonna buy them again, you know? Which some of them that are back there I would probably too, but yeah, these ones I love even more. This is the Cozy Cabin by Simply Posh Cosmetics. It looks like this. This is, I realized when I tried it that this is my perfect companion palette. I have a lot of what I would need if I'm using a palette and I think I'm missing something. This is beautiful. For the inner corners, I have a lot of options, even here. For some blending shades, this is very beautiful, but it's still usable on its own. These are not my favorite shimmers, but yeah, because they don't last the best, but they are still very beautiful and easy to work with. I was really hesitant to buy this palette at first, but I'm really glad that I did buy it when it came back. Then we have our first Titanium Foxes palette in this ranking. This is the Shivering Owls palette. This is the last one that I tried, I think. Yeah, this is the last palette. This is very special, a very special color story and a beautiful one. I have the review on my channel, same. It's a very impressive, like when I looked at it, I wasn't sure about it, but the quality of the mattes, I think like the matte formula from Titanium Foxes is my favorite in my collection. This is very special. The shimmers are so very special. I just thought that some of these did not last the best on me, but most still did last very well. And when they moved, I could like tap and it would go back to normal. So still big points for it. And like all of the pops of colors, you can really do something so special with that one. It's very impressive. I have to go faster because my battery is not going to stay until the end of this. Then we have the Unearthly Fall Magic palette. This is a gift from my dad, and this is what it looks like. Beautiful color story. I think that some of the shimmers here don't last the best on me, but yeah, it's still very beautiful. I think that the fact that most of the shimmers look pink is the reason why it's not higher, but I still really enjoy the looks that I do with that one. Then we have a palette that I thought would be much higher, but it ended up here. This is the Bella Beauty by Poison Garden. It looks like this. It's very moody and dark and very special. I really love every look that I do with that one. I just thought that because most of these tones are very gray leaning, even though I love that, don't get me wrong, I have other palettes that are more versatile, and I think that what I have up here, like the one that are above this one, are even more versatile. But it's a beautiful palette. But same thing with Bella Beauty Bar, not the best lasting shimmers on me, which is why and it ended up down there. Then we have the Unearthly Dreamer palette, beautiful packaging, one of my favorites from the brand, and this is what it looks like. This is very different in my collection from what I own, because I don't wear a lot of pinks, but this one really made me want to. I think it's very smartly done, the beautiful usual Unearthly formula. It lasts beautifully on me. Love these palettes. Like, I think that this format from Unearthly are my favorites. Is it? Maybe it's not. Maybe I prefer the ones that have another row. Then we have a palette that I tried this year. This is the Chromebook Volume 2 by Dede Signature. And I think, yeah, this is the first Dede Signature in this ranking. So this is a mostly shimmer palette, but it still has these 3 mattes, which is why I'm ranking it here. Because you can really use that one on its own, and this is why I love it. This has beautiful shimmers, a beautiful formula. Some of them did crease a little bit on me, but you can tap, 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 and it went back to normal. I love these tones. These blend really beautifully, so you don't need to add another matte to really create a look. This is a very easy palette to work with because you can just pick one matte, 1 or 2 shimmers, and you're done. Very easy when I'm in a rush. Then the 31st position goes to the Gloomy Gardens by Diaveron Cosmetics, which was their second palette, I think. Beautiful packaging, love that one so much. And this is the color story. I really enjoy it. It has beautiful tones. It could go a little bit darker, and the mattes are very easy to work with. It has a beautiful formula. It could go a little bit darker for my preference, but it's still okay. And the mattes could be a little bit more pigmented. Like they are very easy to work with, but not the most pigmented, not like what they did after. And the shimmers are very beautiful. Not the longest lasting on me either, but still very, very beautiful. My cat decided to come up here for the rest of the ranking. Oh, we are going into the top 30, which is the toppity top. I love them so much. This is the Fantasy Cosmetica Harvest of Souls, which I know was a lot of people's favorites from last year, is it? This is very versatile, very beautiful, beautiful formula from the mattes and the shimmers. It's so moody and dark, and I love this one very, very much. And yeah, the shimmers are very beautiful, but I think that they last pretty well on me as well. Then we have the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. The packaging is very special, and the palette inside, it's very neutral for me, but it's a very easy palette to work with as well. I always end up with beautiful looks. The shimmers are so special. The mattes are very, very easy to work with. This is a beginner-friendly palette for me, and I always end up loving the look that I own. Like, I really feel beautiful when I wear this one. Then we have the Krypton Cosmetics Burnt Forest palette. It looks like this. I really enjoy the formula. And the color story, the mattes are very easy to work with. I really love them. The shimmers are very special, all of them. It's a quite pricey palette, but still. I think this palette is still quite versatile. Some shimmers last better than others, but yeah, I really love that one. Then we have the Christmas Eve palette from Odensai. I think I prefer this packaging. Like, this is so beautiful. This is what it looks like. Love everything about this. I have no notes. I love this one so much. It's a very beautiful one, and I think that this formula lasted better than some others that I own from the brand. This is so special. I will never get rid of that one. Then another palette that I tried this year, this is the Magnetic Mineralia palette from Deaverun in collaboration with Andromeda, or Andromeda, I'm sorry, I don't know how you pronounce that. This I was not sure of buying because I thought it was too neutral, but I convinced myself to buy it because of a look of Arachne, which is a friend of mine on Instagram. I love her aesthetic and she's so gorgeous. And I was really surprised to love this one as much as I did. And it's a very easy palette to use. The formula is beautiful. The mattes are pigmented but very easy to blend. The shimmers are quite neutral, but you don't have to think that hard to create a look. And when I did not know what to wear and I was quite lazy and uninspired, I would take this one, put some of these mattes in the crease, one of the shimmers, or one of these, like, to have a pop in the inner corner, and I was good to go. The shimmers last very beautifully on me, which is very impressive for how shifty they are. And there is just one that did not last very well. I think that's this one, but overall a beautiful color story, beautiful packaging as well. Then we have the Artitude Urban Neutrals palette. I don't like that packaging, but whatever. This is what it looks like, and this is very different for me in my collection because it's quite neutral, but you still have some pops of warm tones here and here. I consider this one to be quite warm, and it's still very versatile, beautiful formula. Artitude has a beautiful formula. I really love them. I really love the size of it. I think it's very easy to use and it lasts beautifully. Beautiful palette. Then in 34th place we have actually the palette that I have on my eyes right now, which is the Warlock palette by Fantasy Cosmetica. This is what it looks like, and it's so special. Like, I think this color story is so special and so versatile. The shimmers are beautiful. This pop is... this palette, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think it's so special. I love that one so much. Then we have another 9 pen, which is the Night Terror palette from Unearthly Cosmetics, which was their Halloween collection from 2024, I think. I love purple. Yeah, I really do, and I think that this palette is very versatile for being a 9 pen. You can stay more with the neutral-ish pink tones, you can go very purple, you can go blue. You can do quite a lot, and it's the usual beautiful formula from Unearthly, so of course I love it. Then we have the only other Shall We Makeup palette that I own. This is the Somber Garden. It was in collaboration with Freya 86, and same thing, beautiful packaging. And this is what it looks like. Very moody. It's very the aesthetic of Freya 86, so it's not a surprise. But the formula of this is so incredible. The shimmers are so special and impactful, and still they last beautifully on me, like they don't move. I'm so impressed with that one. I fear that I cannot count because this is the 21st palette. I'm so sorry. In 21st place we have the Gargoyle palette by Unearthly Cosmetics. And I actually think that this is my preferred size palette from them because I have several others that are even higher. This is so well done, so easy to use. It's the neutral with a twist. The formula is beautiful. The shimmers last beautifully on me. They don't move. The mattes are easy to work with. Like, I have no notes. This palette is so beautiful, and even though it's quite cool tone, I always end up loving the look that I do with this. The top 20. I love these palettes so much. Honestly, if you asked me one day or another, these palettes could be interchangeable, and which is the case with all of this ranking. On a day I prefer more warm tones, then I prefer very colorful tones, then I'm more into neutral grungy tones. It really depends, but yeah, this really, I love them so much. So we are going to start with the 20th place, which is the Glaminatrix Nocturnal palette. This is the original one, and it still works as beautifully as it did when I got it. This is such a special color story. It's really out of this world, and the shimmers are beautiful and they last very well on me. They don't move, and they are still multichrome, and so special. Then we have the Serpent palette by Mika Beauty Shop in collaboration with Martha's Makeup. Beautiful packaging, beautiful color story. When I had it, I really thought that if I were to make a collaboration palette with a brand, it would probably look very similar to this one. Now that I have a larger collection, I would change some things, but this is a beautiful palette nonetheless, very versatile. I quite enjoy their formula. Some shimmers last better than the others, but yeah, a very beautiful palette all around. Then we have our highest ranked palette from Artitude Cosmetics, which is the Metamorph palette. To be honest, if the Submerged palette was ranked, it could even be higher. This is what it looks like. I think it's so special. Like, I don't have anything that looks like this in my collection. This is versatile and fun, and you can still stay very neutral. You can add pops of colors. I think it's so beautiful. The only thing is that some of these shimmers don't last the best on me, but overall a beautiful color story. Most of the shimmers last beautifully, and yeah, such a beautiful palette. I fell in love with this when I discovered it. Then we have the Unearthly Devour palette. I did not buy this at launch. I bought this quite a few months after, like a lot of months. But I'm so glad that I did buy it. It's very dark, but it's so beautiful. I always end up loving the looks that I do with this one so much. And the addition of this iridescent is very smart, because if you end up with a look that is a little bit too dark, you can use this iridescent on top and it would lighten everything. I love that one so very much for this very dark, moody vibe. Then we have my other Electrum Cosmetics palette, the one that started my love for the brand. This is the Sea Witch palette. It looks like this, very beautiful, not the best mattes, but it's at this place for the shimmers. The shimmers are incredible and they last on my eyes beautifully. I don't know what she puts in these for them to last that well and still being that impactful. Like, it's so impressive. When I use that palette, even though the mattes are not the best, the shimmers really do all the work. Then in the 15th place, we have our last Oden's Eye palette, which is the Hella palette in collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist again. This is like quite a springy palette, but it's one that I very often travel with because I can do so much with this. Same thing, it's a color story that Angelica did, so of course it's very versatile and beautiful and smart and all of the good things. You can still be very dark with it, and yeah, I love that one. It remains, I think, my favorite from Oden's Eye. Then we have the other palette that I own from What's Up Beauty, which was their first release. This is the Geodes palette. It looks like this. It's very light, but it's one that I travel with a lot as well. I almost have a pen in this shade, and it's very easy to work with. I always end up loving the look that I have. It's quite ethereal, but yeah, beautiful palette, beautiful packaging. I will never get rid of that one. Then we have, I think, our last palette from Fantasy Cosmetica. This is the Druid palette. their original one, the one that started it all. This is beautiful. Like, I always end up loving the look that I have with this one. It's neutral, it goes green, it's a beautiful formula. These tones, both of these look quite similar in the palette, but on your lid they're really different. This one is really brown, this one goes more red. Beautiful, beautiful palette, very easy to work with. My battery ended up dying, so I'm back. So we were at number 12, which goes to the Glaminatrix Sugar and Spice palette. It looks like this. I wasn't very sure that I would love it when it came out, but I decided to buy it still, and I really, really love this. It's very easy to use. You have all of your neutrals, which are leaning a little bit cool toned. Okay. Sorry for my cat. And so you have beautiful shimmers here. These that I would more use as inner corners or just accent. This is so easy to use and very smartly done. I really enjoy this very much. I think that the shimmers last beautifully on me. I always end up loving the look that I do with this one. In 11th place, we have the Dying Day palette by Titanium Foxes. This is the second palette that I tried from them. I love this one so much. It looks so beautiful. I did some looks that I enjoyed so much with that one. The shimmers last beautifully. The mattes are so easy to work with. Like, this is my favorite matte formula. It's pigmented, but it blends so beautifully. It makes sense, even though I was a little bit afraid of these pinks and this like muted cool tone blues, but it works. Like, this is so beautiful and versatile, and the shimmers are always out of this world with Titanium Foxes. I love that one so very much. Then our top 10. The top 10 goes like, I love these. So the 10th place goes to the Poppy Storm palette by Titanium Foxes. Honestly, I really thought it would be higher than this, but yeah, I really have a lot of palette that I really love in my collection. So this was the first one that I tried from the brand. It looks like this. It's very beautiful, like moody, dark, still versatile. The shimmers are so impressive and they last beautifully on my lids. I think that only that, like this red one creased a little bit, but I think it was still very okay for a red shimmer. This is so beautiful. Unfortunately, it has been discontinued, but it's very beautiful nonetheless, and it was the palette that really started it all for me and my love for Titanium Foxes. Which, for those of you who don't know, is a French indie brand, so of course I had to try it. Then in 9th place we have the Unearthly Just a Taste palette. This is from last year, I think, and the inspiration for this palette behind this color story is the way that an old vampire would decorate his house, and I really do see that. It looks so beautiful. I love this dark, moody, warm tones. It's just a dream, and the Unearthly Cosmetics formula is a dream to work with, both mattes and shimmers. They are all so very fine. You don't have like squishy, flaky shimmers with Unearthly. Like, these are very fine, very beautiful, and they last very well. This color story is just so smart. You can go very neutral, you can mix and match, you can be very warm, you can be more neutralish, even a little bit cool toned. But it always looks so beautiful. In 8th place, in the 8th place, we have the Basic Witch palette by Bella Beauty Bar. This palette, oh my god, it looks so beautiful. It's so special and fun and Halloween. And this is one of the palettes from Bella Beauty Bar that has a formula that lasts beautifully on me. And I love this one so very much. The shimmers last very well. They are so special, all of them. Like, look at that one. And this one is so beautiful as well. And all of these are so beautiful. This was so beautifully done and it remains a favorite in my collection. This is so, so good. In 7th place, I really thought that one would be even higher. We have the Singe Beauty Agate Temptation, which is currently the only palette that I own from the brand, but trust me, it won't be the last. This is what it looks like. This is such a dream of a color story. It's so beautifully done. Of course, I'm gonna say it again, it's from Agnieszka, so of course it's a beautiful color story. We have dark tones, mid-tones, light tones, both in the mattes and shimmers. The shimmers don't go that deep, but it's so easy to work with. You cannot go wrong with any color combination that you would do with this palette. The formula is beautiful. The shimmers are beautiful, they last well. You have only one duo multi-chrome, which is this one, but when I used it, I didn't miss the fact that these were not multi-chromes because they were so, so beautiful. It's a beautiful palette, beautiful quality, and so smartly done, beautiful color story. Then in 6th place, we have the 'Tis the Season palette by Cosmic Beauty. This was their Christmas palette for 2024, I think. And this color story is so, so beautiful and rich and fun, and I love this so, so much. I prefer this matte formula than what is, like, I think this is a better formula than the Muse and the Serenity palette that I own. And the shimmers are more impactful and they last on my lids very beautifully. So I'm so very happy. Like, this really revived my love for this brand, because I was quite disappointed of the lasting power with the other two palettes that I own. But this really made me fall even more in love with the brand and really made me want to buy more from them. This is such a beautiful palette. Like, overall, I have no notes, it's so beautiful. Then, top 5. In 5th place, we have the Glaminatrix Bonfire palette. Come on, like, of course it's in the top 5. This looks so, so beautiful. These are the tones that I love. This is a beautiful, beautiful formula. This makes so much sense, and same thing, you cannot go wrong with any color combination that you do with this one. The shimmers are beautiful. Some of them did not last the best, but it was still very beautiful and very okay still. I could stare at this all day. This is so, so beautiful, and love the packaging as well. Love this brand. So, so beautiful. Then in 4th place, I was very surprised, but like not that surprised, but this is a 9 pen, and I rarely ever used 9 pen, but this is the best 9 pen that could ever come out, I think. This is the Dieverun Witch of the Wildflower palette. Of course, it's going to be up there in my ranking. I love all of these tones. We have dark mattes, mid-tone mattes, lighter mattes. The shimmers are very beautiful, they last beautifully. All of the color combos work, like the purple with the yellow, the purples with the purples and green, green and pink and yellow. Everything works. It's so delicious, so beautiful, so versatile for a 9 pen. I'm so, so impressed with that one. And my love for Derun Cosmetics has just expanded this year, and this is, I don't think I can ever love another 9 pen as much as I love that one. Then in 3rd place, we have the recently De-Influence palette by Bella Beauty Bar, which was my favorite for a very long time, because of course, like, this color story is so impressive. And to be honest, when it first released, I did not want to buy it, and then I saw many reviews, so I decided to buy it, and I love every look that I do with that one. The shimmers are out of this world. The only thing that I have to say is that some of them don't last the best of on me, and if they did, this would be my favorite one, but it's still like it's the third one. But I really wished that the shimmers would last better on me. I would use the crap out of this like more than I do now. But this is so I love that one so very much. This is such a special palette. The top two. The top two palettes, both of these I tried this year. You may already guess what it is if you have followed me for quite some time. These could be interchangeable. Sometimes I prefer one, sometimes I prefer the other, but yeah, right now this is the order that I chose. The second place goes to the Day Signature Fearless Holiday palette. This is a dream of a color story. We have a lot of dark tones, mid-tones. We don't have a lot of light tones, but I rarely ever use light mattes. The shimmers are very beautiful. This is a very versatile color story, a beautiful formula, very easy to work with formula, both with the mattes and the shimmers. I love the Day Signature formula. And most of these shimmers last very well on me. Some of, like, I think the only one that doesn't last very well is this one, but overall it's so beautiful and so versatile. Like, I could use this palette for a whole month and do like different, very different looks every time, and you would not know that I would use the same palette for all of these times. This is such a special palette for all year. This was released in the holidays of 2024, I think. And yeah, it's not just a holiday palette, it's such a banger. And my favorite palette in my collection, I cherish this one so very much. Probably not a surprise to all of you, but yeah, it really deserves first place. This is the Unearthly Not Normal palette. This is a moody and grungy, but still colorful, but still neutral. It's a beauty. The formula is impeccable, as usually with Unearthly. You can do so much beautiful combos. You can stay neutral, you can go green, go purple, go with those murky tones. You can go a little bit more warm toned, a little bit more cool toned. You can do so much. The mattes are just perfect, the shimmers are perfect, some of them are really beautifully shifty or shimmery or both, and they last beautifully on my lids, they don't move. I have nothing bad to say about this palette. I also really love the packaging, and of course the beautiful Unearthly formula. I can't say enough good things about them. Unearthly really is that girl, you know. And this is such a banger, and every time that I look at it I want to use it, and for a good reason. So that was it. Finally, I'm at the end of this ranking. Let me know if you were surprised by some of these. It really made me realize how in love I am with my collection. I only decluttered a tiny bit, like 10 are really out and 6 of them are out but still staying in a way, and all of the others I really do love. But like, I love loving my collection, you know. It really makes me realize that I don't need all of the new things that comes out. I love my collection. I hope you love yours. And let me know if you would have to rank all of your palettes. Let me know what is like the top 10 or the top 5. Maybe if you have a lot, you won't have enough space in the comment section to tell me your whole ranking. Also, if you have a YouTube channel, let me know if you did a ranking. I always love these videos and I would love to watch yours. If you like this video, please give it a thumb up, maybe even subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you so very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!